When you think of ghost towns, what comes to mind? Perhaps crumbling buildings slowly succumbing to the relentless march of time, or empty streets echoing with the ghosts of their former inhabitants. But what if there's more to these abandoned communities than just history or economics? Recently, scientists have revealed something chilling. These ghost towns aren't just relics of the past. They're silent witnesses to a grim future. Now, we want you to close your eyes and picture this. It's the year 2045. Your neighborhood looks like an abandoned town, eerily quiet, with vacant houses and streets overgrown with weeds. You might think it's science fiction, but it could be our reality if we don't wake up. In this video, we bring you the stories of abandoned towns left behind due to natural calamities and man-made errors. Prepare to witness firsthand the devastating impact of climate change and heed the urgent call to safeguard our planet. Do we not forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell icon to get notified of our next release. Let's embark on this eye-opening journey together. The silent witnesses. Imagine walking through a town where silence reigns supreme. Houses stand empty, windows vacant, whispering tales of those who once called it home. Nature reclaims its own, twisting vines and creeping moss taking over. Trees stand tall, casting long shadows over cracked sidewalks and vacant playgrounds. Time seems to stand still in this eerie landscape. The wind rustles through overgrown gardens, stirring fallen leaves into swirling patterns. As you explore further, you notice a barber shop frozen in time, its chairs waiting for customers who will never return. A schoolyard swings gently in the breeze, a haunting melody without children's laughter. Everywhere you look, nature's touch is evident. Vines crawl up brick walls, reclaiming the town for themselves. Rusted farm equipment lies abandoned in fields, silently narrating a story of abandonment. Nature's embrace, however, is not always gentle. Fallen buildings crumble into heaps of debris devoured by the relentless passage of time. Overgrown and desolate, they serve as somber reminders of lives once lived here. As you continue your exploration, you come across a weathered wooden sign at the town's entrance. It reads, "Welcome to," followed by the town name. But the paint is peeling and the words are almost illegible, a metaphor for the fading memory of this once thriving community. You find yourself contemplating the stories behind the silent witnesses, wondering about the people who once walked these streets, lived in these houses, and made this town come alive. Their absence echoes through the empty spaces, leaving you with a profound sense of melancholy. And in that solitude, you realize that these silent witnesses are not just abandoned buildings, but living testaments to the town's history. They bear witness to the laughter, dreams, and aspirations that once filled these streets. The silence is deafening, serving as a constant reminder of the town's forgotten existence. Climate change's grim toll. In recent years, the world has witnessed a surge in extreme weather events. From devastating floods to prolonged droughts, each event leaving an indelible mark on the affected communities. The aftermath of such disasters often reveals a grim toll on human lives, forcing countless individuals to abandon their homes and seek refuge elsewhere. Among the most vulnerable are the inhabitants of low-lying coastal areas, who face the constant threat of rising sea levels. As ocean waters rise, these communities find themselves battling against the tides, struggling to protect their homes and livelihoods from the encroaching waves. Prolonged droughts pose a different set of challenges, draining water resources and turning fertile lands into arid wastelands. Farmers and rural communities grapple with the loss of crops and livestock, facing economic hardship and displacement. In such dire circumstances, the decision to abandon one's home becomes a heartbreaking necessity, driven by the pursuit of safety, survival, and a better future for families. However, the toll extends beyond the immediate victims. Entire ecosystems are disrupted, forcing wildlife to migrate or face extinction. Coastal erosion caused by rising sea levels not only threatens human settlements, but also valuable natural habitats. When a community is forced to abandon its home, it leaves behind a haunting legacy. Ghost towns emerge as silent witnesses to the destructive power of extreme weather events and the toll on human resilience. These abandoned settlements serve as stark reminders of the urgency to address the root causes of displacement and implement effective measures to protect vulnerable communities from the devastating impacts of climate change. The stories of those who had to flee their homes due to rising sea levels, droughts, or other climate-related disasters become poignant narratives of loss, displacement, and the human cost of environmental change. A warning from the past. While the modern examples are alarming, abandoned towns due to natural calamities are not a new phenomenon. History offers valuable insights into how climate change has shaped communities and forced people to abandon their homes. One striking example is the once bustling port city of Dunwich, located on the Suffolk coast in the United Kingdom. Founded in the 12th century, Dunwich prospered as a major trading port for wool, and later became known for its herring and trade with the Baltic. However, during the 13th and 14th centuries, rising sea levels began to threaten the town's existence. Storms and floods eroded the coastline, causing significant damage to property and infrastructure. As the sea encroached further, residents were forced to abandon their homes and flee. This abandonment led to the decline of Dunwich's population and the gradual transformation of the town into a small village. Another historical example is the island of Shinguedzi in the Indian Ocean. During the 18th century, Shinguedzi was a thriving settlement inhabited by a diverse community of Africans, Arabs, and Europeans. The island's strategic location made it a hub for trade and cultural exchange. However, rising sea levels and the silting of its lagoon had a profound impact on the island's ecosystem and economy. As the water table dropped and fresh water became scarce, the inhabitants faced a struggle for survival. Eventually, they were forced to abandon their homes and seek refuge in neighboring countries. These historical instances serve as stark reminders of the enduring impact of climate change on human civilization. They demonstrate that the challenges of rising sea levels and water scarcity are not new, but have been faced by communities throughout history. By studying the stories of abandoned towns like Dunwich and Zingiz, we gain a deeper understanding of the long-term effects of climate change and the resilience and adaptability of human populations in the face of environmental adversity. Moreover, these historical examples highlight the importance of learning from the past to inform present-day actions. They offer valuable lessons in urban planning, disaster preparedness, and the need for sustainable practices to ensure the well-being of future generations. The future we face. Imagine your coastal town after a major storm. Homes are gone, roads are underwater, and salt-laden winds whip through the ruins. Climate change is no longer a future threat, it's a harsh present. But the changes we see today are just a glimpse of what's to come if we do act now. Experts warn that if emissions continue like today, we could face 3 degrees Celsius higher temperatures by 2100. But that's just an average. Some regions, especially the Arctic, could see temperatures soar by 9 degrees. Imagine a heat wave lasting several weeks, scorching cities unprepared for such high temperatures. Many of us may never have experienced such intense heat directly, but the stories of those who have serve as chilling warnings. When someone says, "I've never seen anything like this before," it's a sobering reminder that we're entering uncharted territory. But it doesn't have to be our future. If we cut emissions drastically, we can still go down a different path. The International Energy Agency suggests that by 2030, renewable energy could account for 80% of electricity generation. That means cleaner air, less pollution, and more sustainable energy sources. The path forward requires commitment and cooperation on a global scale. As we move forward, it's crucial to acknowledge the uncertainties and complexities involved in predicting the future. Climate change is a highly dynamic and nonlinear phenomenon influenced by a multitude of factors. While scientific projections provide valuable insights, They should be viewed as approximations rather than absolute certainties. Embracing a mindset of continuous learning and remaining open to new information and perspectives is essential as our understanding of climate change evolves. The future we face is not predetermined. It's a canvas upon which we can paint a better tomorrow. By investing in renewable energy, fostering international cooperation, and embracing sustainable practices, we can create a future that is not just possible, but inevitable. Hope on the horizon. Despite the daunting challenges posed by climate change, there is reason for optimism. Across the globe, communities are coming together to tackle this crisis head-on and build a more sustainable future. One inspiring example is the Netherlands, a country renowned for its innovative approach to water management. Facing the threat of rising sea levels, the Dutch have developed cutting-edge technologies and strategies to protect their low-lying coastal areas. Their expertise in this field has earned them international recognition, and they have shared their knowledge and best practices with other vulnerable nations, helping them build resilience against the adverse effects of climate change. Furthermore, the Netherlands has made significant investments in renewable energy sources, such as wind and solar power, to reduce its carbon footprint and promote a cleaner environment. The country's commitment to sustainability is evident in its policies and initiatives aimed at mitigating climate change and preserving the environment for future generations. Another shining example is Costa Rica, a small Central American country that has achieved remarkable success in balancing economic development with environmental protection. Costa Rica has made remarkable strides in reducing poverty, improving education and healthcare, while simultaneously protecting vast tracts of rainforest. Their reforestation efforts have led to a significant increase in forest cover, helping to absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Moreover, Costa Rica has successfully harnessed its natural beauty and biodiversity to develop a thriving ecotourism industry, providing jobs and income to local communities while promoting conservation. The country's dedication to sustainability has earned it international acclaim, making it a role model for other developing nations seeking to pursue both economic growth and environmental responsibility. In conclusion, while the abandoned towns stand as haunting reminders of the impact of climate change, they also offer a valuable lesson in resilience and adaptation. As we navigate the challenges of our time, it's essential to learn from the past, embrace innovation, and foster global cooperation. By doing so, we can pave the way for a more sustainable and equitable future for all. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery and reflection. We hope that this video has opened your eyes to the pressing challenges of climate change and inspired you to be part of the solution. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell icon to stay updated with our latest releases. Together, we can make a difference.